All right, now I'm making my way down into the knuckles, and you can see I'm using a smaller mag now. I've moved down to, I think that's a 5 mag, and I'm not making a lot of little circles, and this is just the way that I handle it, and it's not necessarily the right way or the way that you should handle it, but I kind of almost make small up and down marks to fill the space, and I'm just very slow, deliberate, and patient. This is sped up about double speed, so and it still looks fairly deliberate, so you can imagine at what pace I'm actually working. What I want to do is get that color packed in there as quickly and efficiently as I can, and I don't want to have to make multiple passes at it. So what I tend to do is back the machine off a little bit from a speed standpoint and work slowly and deliberately kind of up and down. I don't tend to do a lot of little circles, only because I don't like to get the mag moving sideways down in these areas. They tear really easily, and if you find yourself working too much on the edge of the mag, you can end up with these little kind of slits in the skin, or I've noticed that I've done that before, so I try to avoid it. Now I'm down here on the knuckle, and notice how I'm holding his finger. Make sure that you're always putting your client in the best position to stretch the skin, and you're not having to do all the work. So I've bent his finger, and then I get him to straighten it out a little bit so I can take a look at it. Then I'll bend it again, and I'm just moving it's hard to tell because of how it's sped up, but I'm moving very deliberately, and I'm trying to get that stuff packed in there as quickly as I can on the first go around. And notice that I'm not trying to do anything fancy down here, and I didn't do anything fancy with the suckers and tentacles on the knuckles, only because I know that it would all be for nothing. I know that some of that's going to fall out, and I just want the basic shape of it to read, right? I just want to get the point of what I was trying to do across, and all the attention is going to be driven up to the head of the octopus. So the further I move down, the more simplified and abstract my shapes are getting, and that is intentional because I know that detail in these areas is not going to hold. Working right up to the edge, that kind of scratchy edge that I laid in with the liner, and I don't want that line to read. That's one of the reasons that is kind of sketched in the way that it is. I'm trying to use the mag to get up to that edge, but I don't want a really sharp edge with my liner because, like I said, in these areas, from my experience, in these areas, if that color starts to fall out, you'll still see the line kind of separated from the color, and I think that's worse than just having all of it kind of fall out, on its own. At least then there's some consistency to it, and it doesn't look like you got a solid line and didn't get solid color.